Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for another in our series of product introductions, first impressions, and reviews. This is by Yocan Black. It is Jaws. This is a multi-function electronic dab tool. It's not just something that cuts the dab material with heat. They've really come up with something here. I'm extremely impressed. It hits the market at $50. It's been out since about June. But one of the things that's important to discuss is who Yocan Black is. Because I'm sure you've seen a lot of hot knives out there, let's call them. Yocan Black is to Yocan Technologies what Stearns & Foster is to Sealy, what Acura is to Honda. It's the luxury upscale division. So what they've done is they've created products and packaging, frankly, that's really sexy, has meat and potatoes, the rubber hits the road, so it performs, and it's at the right price. What they've done is they've given us features, advantages, and benefits all in one unit at an attractive price point of $50 MSRP. I've seen it for $40. The Jaws is a ceramic hot knife and an infrared temperature reader. That is correct. It has real-time display. It has multiple temperatures for the ceramic hot knife, a 15-second sesh timer you can use, or a 10-second preheat even. It's a one-button design. It comes with a blade cap. It's about a half-inch length of the blade, and you got to be within about 1 inch for the temperature to read right. It's got OLED display, days of battery life with 180 mAh. Takes about an hour to charge, and it comes with a USB-C cable. Let's get into the Jaws by Yocan Black. Well, we know from other products what the hot knife is all about. We also know from very expensive products on the market what a thermometer is and how important it can be when you're dabbing, especially when you don't want your dabbing to be too hot. Inside, you're going to find your authenticity card, charging cable, and instructions, which we're about to take out and look at together. Let's take a close look now at the product before we get into the instructions. Very light, seniors. I mean, this is a feather in your hand. The tip that's slanted with the cover on it is the tip where the ceramic hot knife lives. About a half-inch long. 3 temperature choices. On the other side is your charging port and your infrared light. So your infrared, if this was the heat right here, I'd be taking the point of this and putting it over there like, better yet, if the box was the thing I wanted to check the temperature of, I'd put it over there like this, nice and close, and look up at the OLED display. Let me turn it on. Let's go to the one button, 5 clicks, and it turns on, says Yocan Black, your battery's 3/4 full. And I have not used it yet. So that's the indication what it is right now. When you push it, take the cover off. When you push the button, you're going to get a temperature. It's going to tell you the amount of time you're out there with. I can see smoke rising. It's hot. Okay? I want to look through. Always cover this, by the way, if it's been hot. Always cover it. Take no chances with a hot knife in your fingers. Okay? Let's look at the instructions so I don't make a mistake. We've gone over the components, how the unit looks, how it feels in the hand. It is a 5-click on and off. The temperatures are between 212 to 302 degrees Fahrenheit. Press and hold the button to start working. 15-second auto cutoff. To use the infrared thermometry, press the power button 3 times. The ceramic hot knife won't work, but the infrared temperature reader will. Very cool. You put it near or as close as you can get to the heated device you're trying to get the temperature of, not the point, that side. So, do I have anything hot? I could heat up a bowl just to see what this does. Let's bring out a random bowl. I happen to have a product sitting here. I'm going to hit it to start working. Here we go. Needs a charge. We're going to hit a different one. We'll hit the other one, my other proxy. Here we go. Let's take a look at our temperature. Let's turn it on. It's on. 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. And it switches. The other side just switched to a thermometer. Can you see that? Now the thermometer is going to need to get pointed at within 1 inch of the bowl. That's pretty cool. It just took it up to 460 degrees, pointing it at the bowl like that. We tried a demo for everybody. You have a hot bowl, your banger on your quartz banger you want to use. Look at this. Look at this, how cool this is. You get it that close, put it right on the rim, and there's your temperature. Wow. So, for the price of a hot knife, because that's what the $50 is, and you know you can get a coupon out there and make it cheaper, you get the hot knife, the ceramic hot knife, and you get this really cool thermometer, infrared thermometer. Come on, anybody who does dabs that aren't electronic uses a torch. How do you know what the temperature is of the banger? Guess what? You probably bought a device to tell the temperature, or if you haven't bought, you've been thinking about it, but they're very expensive. No longer is that the case. They're no longer expensive. Check this out. You hit the button, point the proper side at the device, and it gives you the temperature right in your fingertips. This is the Yocan Jaws, and it's not just a hot knife. I think that's the most important thing that we say here right now. As a hot knife, let's take a look at its performance as a hot knife. Hot knives, what do? They mean that you don't have sticky dab tools. You don't have sticky dab tools. Remember, we're in that mode right now for temperature. So we have to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and turn it off. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again, and come in the regular way for the hot knife to work. Then you push down on that single button, pardon me. Hot knife's going to be hot. You dip in whatever material you want. And this is how it will melt off, everybody. You see it melting off. Here we go. It'll melt right off the knife. That's what it's designed for. It'll slip right off once I turn it on. Bear with me. Hang on, I got to make the knife end tighter on the unit. Just have to make the tip sit in there better, so it knows that it's there. Let's see if it knows. Here we go. Now we're going to go in cold, like I was before. Cold, nice big fat dab, and we want to see this thing slide off. Look at that, like a drop in the bucket, literally. And then if there's any residual at all, it burns off. So you have a clean tool to use. 5 clicks off, I recommend doing that because you don't want to have a hot knife tip sitting on your desk. You might by mistake touch it. So we have, by Yocan Black, a really cool multiple use device for $50 or less, which is a magic price point. You and I both know that. Here it is. Light in the hand. This end is your thermometer within 1.5 inches. This end is a 3-temperature adjustable hot knife, ceramic hot knife. All day. Really quick charge. Really quick preheat. This is a simple product made sexy, made really multi-use. You understand what they've done here? They've taken a simple thing and made it sexy. Hats off once again to Yocan Black on doing that. Because think of it, everybody. Part of the reason and part of the things we buy, let's say, are tools to consume, are because they're sexy sometimes. Are tools to tell us what temperature things are, to cut. Do you want sexy? Of course you do. This is the sexiest one I've seen by Yocan Black. Jaws. Thanks for being here, everybody. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, send a like, and ask a question. I respond to all of them. Once again, Yocan Black hits it out of the park. Thank you very much being here, everybody. Cheers, and have a wonderful day. This has been The Real Senior Stoner.